Greetings one and all, this is Rhythm Works and welcome to my channel with some more Uncharted 4. Yes, some more Uncharted 4 survival co-op mode gameplay. I am loving this game, loving it. We're loving it like this. Right, now, whether you play solo or you play with friends or you play with randoms that know what the fuck they're doing, mind you, the game works a charm. It works a treat. Now, the question I have to ask myself is this the best co-op game or co-op mode to play on the PlayStation 4 right now? It is one of them, I have to say, but I still get a lot of enjoyment from playing Destiny, because Destiny has the full package. You can play PvP, PvE, solo, any way you want to freaking shape it, you can play it that way, and I'm loving Destiny for that. I don't know why it keeps getting a lot of hate, but you know, some gamers just wish their other games that they love immensely plays the way Destiny plays. I guess that's the only logic I can make from the hate that the game seems to get. Now, another question I've been asking myself, and I'm sure you gamers have been asking amongst yourself, is has this been a good year for gaming? And the answers have been very mixed across the board, but I have to say it's been a good year for gaming. It really has. Not so much with the games per se, but with the hardware. I think the hardware has made a real great addition to the landscape of gaming as it stands right about now. It was kind of sketchy at first in terms of the mid-cycle consoles, the Neo, now known as the PS4 Pro, and also the Xbox Scorpio, which is yet to be released. But the thing that's kind of, I wouldn't say it's pissing me off, but it's kind of getting bored and it's getting fucking tired, man, and that is the console wars and all these fucking Xboxers that seem to have so much disdain for the PlayStation simply because of the fact that the PlayStation has sold more. You know, I wouldn't be too pissed as a PC user to know that Apple Macs have been selling by the billions. I wouldn't be upset about it. It's just, you know, it's just an operating system that I just don't use. I just don't have the time or the patience, I guess, to use an iPhone or indeed, you know, a MacBook Pro or whatever computers that Apple comes out with. But it doesn't stop me sending emails and texts and stuff like that with my phone and with my Android phone and my PC respectively. Do you know what I'm saying? It doesn't stop the world fucking turning. You know, I tell you what stops the world turning is there's no fucking electricity. If you ain't got no electricity, then no fucking console is king. PC ain't king. PC is just a fucking inanimate object that don't fucking work. Electricity is king. You know what I mean? With the internet coming up a close fucking second at the end of the day. You know, you just gotta put things in perspective, man. And that's what I don't understand with these fucking people that just tend to keep breathing life, stale air and oxygen into this fucking console war thing at the end of the day. You know, I keep saying gaming wins all the time. Doesn't matter what you play on and what you play and what genre of game you're playing. Gaming freaking wins. If you keep giving gaming money, you know, it will develop to where it is now, you know. But that's not to say that some people take liberties with what's going on with certain developers and such, but it's just what it is, I guess. There is no doubt with the inclusion of VR gaming in the mix this year that, you know, the scope for gaming has been very, very broad indeed. And with VR, either with the Rift or the Vive or with the PSVR, there's been a lot of games in development. And I can say that I've been guilty of more or less just buying up at least 85% of the entire PSVR catalog in one fell swoop. Reason being is because the pricing of the games have been very varied, and I think that has been the most appealing thing to me in relation to the games as well as the games themselves. Now obviously, you know, if you don't know by now, you definitely know that my favorite game, PSVR game of the year, is Werewolves Within. IGN gave it a score of 6. I can't believe it got a score for that. But I've been doing a lot of research within IGN, and they actually reviewed that game. I think it was from March when it came out on the Rift and the Vive. So that was a preliminary score before it even came out on the PlayStation VR headset. So I'm not even taking notice of that. And a lot of people will say to the contrary that they've enjoyed this game. It's one of the most social games on PSVR, and I agree with that. There's only a minute amount of times that I've met up with some jackasses on there, you know, that thinks that there's a leaderboard on the fucking game. Do you know what I mean? But other than that, you know, it's been a very social experience, I have to say. So with that said, the best PS4 game in my opinion for the year, I have to say, it's Battlefield 1. You know, I know it's not a firm favourite for Game of the Year from other people's perspective. I think Overwatch has kind of, you know, taken the reins in that regard. But I have to say Battlefield 1 simply because of DICE's punt that they took, the risk that they took in bringing out a game that wasn't continuant in the fake Iraq setting, if you like. They've done a lot of research, you can tell. The game looks really, really beautiful. With a 4K TV and HDR, it looks even better. Just little things that you definitely notice if you stand still in Amiens and you see the sunlight shining through trees and you see the God rays just permeate through the branches of the trees. To some people that's not even noticeable, but to me that is noticeable, and it really does add to the game. You know, is it worthy of the price tag that the PS4 Pro has? Well, it's all relative. Do you know what I mean? It's all relative, and seeing that 4K viewing is going to be standard by 2020. You know, what better time, if you have the funds, than to get what you want out of the experience one time. I think I was fortunate enough to get everything at one time: the 4K TV, the PS VR, and the PS4 Pro. So I just decided just to go the whole hog and get everything. So you know, it's been a bonus for me. But you can have all the best looking equipment in the world, it's still down to the games at the end of the day. Games and gameplay, even more than the resolution of the games, as you well and truly know. So for me, at the end of the day, it's just a bonus if the games you are playing on has great gameplay as well as great graphics. You know, there's very few games that gives you that. But like I said, it's all relative. It's down to the individuals. One man's meat is another man's poison, I guess. So is what it is. Now, with that being said, let me know if you thought it was a good year for gaming. If not, why? If so, why? And let me know what your game of the year is and why, etc, etc, etc. You know, it's all about, you know, finding out what's been running in your PS4 constantly over the last 12 months. Have you been hyped about the PSVR situation? Are you not hyped? Do you think it's a novelty? Do you think it's, you know, it's too soon an investment to make for something like that, based upon the amount of games that are out or coming out, or the quality of games that are out and coming out? So just let me know what you think. Let me know what your vibe is on the whole gaming scene of this year. Now, with 2016 drawing to a close in a matter of 2 weeks, 14 days until we enter 2017, what are you looking forward to in 2017 in terms of games, and in my case, peripherals? I'm looking forward to obtaining the Sony Platinum wireless headset. That's what I'm looking forward to. After watching the video where Neil Druckmann from Naughty Dog explained their involvement in engineering the prototype, as it were, for the headset and making sure that the sound quality in Uncharted 4 was going to be of a standard like no other where 3D audio is concerned. And I think Uncharted 4 is going to be the only non-PSVR game so far that's going to have 3D audio, whereas PSVR games are going to have 3D audio as standard. So it will be very, very interesting to see, not to see, or to hear how that pans out, you know. And I think with Naughty Dog, I think they're going to set the standard in terms of sound engineering for other games to follow. I think if Naughty Dog does it and other developers are too lazy to do it, it's going to show in the sound quality of the game, I think, personally. And I think with, you know, 3D audio, it's a new thing. It's going to be a new thing for those who haven't got PSVR headsets, and it's going to be kind of standard, but at the same time it's going to be new for even those with PSVR headset to be playing a standard PS4 game with 3D audio. It's going to be a new experience for everybody, whether they've got the PSVR headset or not. That's one of the peripherals that I'm looking forward into getting. Another one is I think it's the Dynamo charger, where you can actually put your PSVR on a stand and also charge one DualShock 4 controller and two PlayStation Move controllers as well. It's kind of interesting to hear the feedback in terms of the Move controllers and their existence in the months and years to come, because a lot of people's been saying, you know, the PlayStation Move are old peripherals and they need to kind of be amped up a bit, you know, in terms of the design and the build, I guess. I don't know, you know, but I think that they're probably right in their assumption that it's going to have to change, or it will change. I think there will be a Mark II of the PlayStation Move controllers available for sale. I don't know when. It will probably be around E3 time, but at the moment there's no other option in terms of Move controller peripherals. That's what you're going to get at the minute for now, so I'm sticking with it. Hasn't done me no wrong, hasn't done me no harm, so I'm looking forward to that. And the games that are in my radar at the moment for 2017 is Resident Evil 7, which is a must buy for me. Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands, which I'm pretty sure I'll be getting, and Horizon Zero Dawn, which surprisingly I'm really umming and ahhing about. You know, since I saw Hideo Kojima talk about Death Stranding, and also Herman Holtz from Guerrilla Games talk about the Decima engine and how Death Stranding is going to be utilizing their engine, my immediate thought is, well, I can wait. I can wait. It's a single player game. Horizon Zero Dawn is a single player game, so I can wait for a price drop on that. So I don't think I'll really be too hyped about getting that from day one, but definitely Resident Evil 7. Definitely, without a shadow of a doubt. Ghost Recon Wildlands as a third-person shooter, I'm going to have to kind of wait and see. I've got a pre-order, but that can be cancelled at any time. But anyway, let me know your highlights, your lowlights, what you're not playing, what you are playing, what you're feeling, what you're not feeling, what you're inclined to, what you're not inclined to in the comment section below. So it's with that, I'm going to bid you guys adieu for now. And you done know the coup, whatever the game, media, platform, format, genre, happy gaming, because that's what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, brothers and sisters. And until I catch you on the next one, I'll probably be online playing and uploading a couple of videos throughout the holiday season. So I'm going to wish all of you happy holidays. Love, light and blessings to you and your loved ones. And until I catch you on the next one, Magan.